What's going on, y'all? This is WesB 502, 1/5 of the Live Movement Network here, back for a limited time. You know what I mean? We ain't back officially, because I ain't got shit to, make videos about. I ain't been playing the game as much, but we do got some news. So I got this video and one other planned video after the big announcement they do on the 20th. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'll find something to do because I'm getting that itch. But before we get into it, just let you guys know, Live Movement is still a group. Just been doing our own little thing, So with that being said, look in the description below. You'll find some links to my music. Got linked to my boy GMS Twitch stream. He rarely streams now, but I'm pretty sure once he gets the free time, he'll be back at it. Swaggy Spotify link for his podcast. My boy Agent has a motorcycle vlog on his YouTube channel, and if a certain game comes back out, then Blueprint will be streaming it or creating content and posting the videos on this channel. So make sure you go ahead and sub to this channel, hit the bell so you get those notifications when we do upload something or go live. All right, now it's supposed to be a big announcement regarding EA Sports on July the 20th. All right. They said they're adding a cool, I forgot the exact quote. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But a nice feature, a cool feature to a long-running EA Sports franchise, right? And they got people talking about them potentially bringing back an old franchise. So let's talk about what they could possibly bring back. It could be an EA Sports big game. With that being said, I would assume it's Def Jam. Why? Because even Def Jam teased it, last year on Twitter? It's been teased multiple times. I would not be surprised if it is Def Jam, because I think Def Jam would be a big money maker. The roster you could have, the soundtrack you could have, if it couple that with a good story and good gameplay, you have a classic. I don't care what nobody says. And Def Jam, but I wouldn't be mad or surprised if it was a new SSX. I love SSX, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's gonna be a snowboarding game, at least not right now. We got NBA Street. That's a possibility, but I don't think it's gonna be NBA Street. I just don't think it is, at least not NBA Street by itself. And I'll get to that more in a minute. But I think out of all the EA Sports big games, I think Def Jam would have the best chance of being revived. That's just my opinion. A letdown would be if they just come out and announce something we already know about. NCAA football or PGA Tour with the Masters. We already know that shit has already been confirmed. I don't want to hear nothing about those games unless they're coming out in the next 3 weeks or so. So I don't want to hear a damn thing about those games. That would be a huge letdown at least for me. Because like I said, football's already been confirmed. PGA Tour and the Masters has already been confirmed. I don't want to hear shit about those games unless they're coming out soon. And I assume they're not. Which brings me to Skate 4. I would not be mad at the Skate 4 announcement. That's just me. A lot of us wouldn't be. We love the Skate franchise. A lot of us gamers love the Skate franchise. And Skate 4 is well overdue. I think they did announce it before, but we haven't heard nothing else outside of that. But if they have some gameplay or something, a teaser, show me something. If they have that, show me it, because I want to see it. And I'm pretty sure if they did announce Skate 4, it probably wouldn't come out until next year, early next year. I would be cool with that. I'd be highly surprised if they announced Skate 4 and says coming out in the fall, even though I'd be very happy with that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Which brings me to the game that a lot of people think they're gonna bring back, and I think a lot of people want to see this game back, and that's Fight Night. Fight Night's kind of not confusing, but kind of complicated for me, because think about it. EA makes UFC. You got Esports Boxing Club that's going to be releasing sometime this year. I won't say soon because we don't know. They have the biggest roster out of any boxing game in history. Are those boxers signed to an exclusive deal with ESBC? Because if they are, then Fight Night, they shouldn't even think about making Fight Night. Because who's going to be on it? Outside of the boxers you have signed exclusively for UFC, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson. But then who else fills out the roster? You're going to get the Paul brothers. You're going to get Ben Askren, Nate Robinson, Floyd Mayweather. Like, and then on top of that, is EA really going to make 2 combat sports games? You know what I mean? Now, if you're telling me that those deals aren't exclusive and those boxers can sign with ESBC and EA Sports, and Dana White is looking to move UFC to a different company, okay, then that raises the possibility of Fight Night coming back. But those are answers to questions that I don't have. All right, so that's why I don't see Fight Night coming back. Which leads me to believe that, you know, it could be this game, MVP Baseball. And let's not sleep on that possibility, because they just acquired Super Mega Baseball, and EA has that game and Knockout City, Super Arcade Baseball, dodgeball game. But I get the feeling that companies are trying to get back to having a sim sports game and a straight up arcade game. I wouldn't be surprised if EA started making MVP Baseball again to go along with Super Mega Baseball, the arcade baseball game that's under their umbrella now. And I'm gonna say this, if MVP Baseball came back and the show doesn't get their act together with the known issues with that game, I'm not gonna say the show's in trouble, but there's a lot of people who will put the show down and go to MVP Baseball if it's done right. So that's a possibility. Which leads me to the last game, and I think you guys know what it is. NBA Live. This is my choice for the game that they're gonna announce because it's the most recent game. You have a foundation, you have a base. You've done work on that game that nobody has seen because the game has not been on the shelves digitally or physically in 2 years, two and a half years, going on 3 years actually. And I mean, I'm looking at the quote, it said long running EA Sports franchise. There's not too many franchises that have been out from EA Sports longer than NBA Live has. So, man, I wouldn't put my money on it because this is EA Sports, but them promising around the clock updates and then not saying nothing just for them to come back 2.5 years later and be like, hey, here we are. Here we got NBA Live back. That would be the most EA thing for them to do. So I would not be shocked if it is NBA Live, but they've turned that name into such a meme that they would have to offer something extra outside of just good gameplay for them to sell that game. Which is why, look at the quote, it says, exciting new addition. What could be the addition to an NBA Live game? Well, you can do what you try to do with Elite, or what you plan to do with Elite, and you plan to sell Elite with NBA Jam. Is it possible that they sell NBA Live 22 with a remastered version of NBA Street V2? It's possible. What is the possibility? I'm not gonna put a number on it, but it's possible. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make that my choice. NBA Live be the announcement, because just because it's the most recent game that they've come out with. But I think that would be really fucking dope. They released NBA Live 22. Pre-order bonus is NBA Street Volume 2 remastered. That would be dope. But we don't know what it is. The possibilities are really endless. I don't know. Only thing we know is that it's going to be a sports game. Again, it would suck if they're just going to announce a new edition for like NHL or FIFA or Madden. That would suck. That's not exciting. That's trash. That's trash, you know. But hopefully they are bringing something old back. That would be dope. And like I said, I hope it is NBA Live 22 with NBA Street. But I wouldn't mind Def Jam. I wouldn't mind SSX Tricky. I wouldn't mind Skate 4. Or, I forgot one, NCAA March Madness. You can announce that, even though that's going to be a couple years away too. But you can announce that. I'll be fine with that. Because that still leaves the door open for you making a pro basketball game. You know, all this connectivity, take your player from college to the NBA, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that would be dope. But we don't, like I said, we got to wait till the 20th, a couple more weeks, I think. Well, from the time making this video, I think it is a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we'll see what they got cooking up. Hopefully it's something good, because they've been on that. They've been very mediocre. Well, I can say sports games in general. That last generation, at least for me, very, very mediocre. And not just EA. I'm talking to everybody. I dislike sports games right now. That's why I do not play them. Save me the bullshit. Save my mind, my mental. All right, but again, like I said, my top 3 choices: NBA Live packaged with NBA Street Remastered, MVP Baseball, or Def Jam. All right, it's your boy WesB 502 signing out. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'll see y'all on the 20th. All right, peace.